at highspotsauctions.com. And then on Sunday, suddenly that was taken away from you, and you're thinking like, why? I want to order Sting stuff. Well, here's what happens. We work in fiscal weeks. This week is the Money Inc. week. So we do not have Sting for sale other than mail orders, which we don't charge you on at this time. So if you want to do a mail order for Sting, if you want to do a mail order, is Dustin up yet? Not yet?
Dustin is up.
You
actually are making the announcement right now.
Dustin Rhodes has been added to our trip of Texas. So we will be taking mail orders for Dustin Rhodes. You can add that right now. So, but right now what you can't add are the Sting bats, which were unbelievable. The Sting Funkos, the Sting Nolinium arts. All those are off right now, but in 2 weeks, on the 17th, Sunday, that will be a new fiscal week. And then at that time, you'll be able to buy Stan Hansen, you'll be able to buy Terry Funk, you'll be able to buy Sting and Dustin Rhodes items. So no worries, you're going to have plenty of time. That's going to be a very big week. But this week only is Only Money Inc. Yep. Coming up this Sunday. We have 2 confirmed guests already. We have Eric Young next Tuesday night, and then next Thursday we have the Good Brothers themselves, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and there's a possibility next Saturday we're going to have a special Sign It Live. We're going to find out. We'll probably know in the next day or two. If not, we'll have something for you on Saturdays. No worries. We got you covered. But that's how our next week is. If you look at highspotsauctions.com, you can see our whole schedule for the month of January. We just announced Taya Valkyrie. That was the one we had been holding off on. We had the schedule up other than her throughout the whole month last week. Taya was just able to confirm her date, and she's going to come in at the end of this month. And we've already got at least half of February lined up.
Yeah, I can't wait for
February. We haven't disclosed who we have, but we're probably not going to sit on it much longer. We'll probably let you know next week what's going on in February. But February is an awesome month. It's and on top of that, we're going to make another little trip down to Florida and load up like we did back in October. So February is going to be a big month for us, and of course, we're all eyes on Texas. We're super excited about going to Texas and meeting Terry Funk. We're going to hang out with Terry for 3 full days. We're bringing in Stan. Stan wants to see Terry. Then we're going to drive. We're going to do our private signing with Sting on Friday night. Then we're going to drive again and go to see Dustin on Saturdays at his home. So big week in Texas. So let me just run through and see if there's any other questions.
Yes, there is. A couple of things I need you to touch base on. There will be.
Are we out of the $1 million belt? Someone's asking.
Yes.
Okay. We sold it.
There's a lot of things that we have to go over about the website. One, we need to talk about our personalization limit. Just go ahead and touch on that.
So listen, guys, we put 20 characters as a limit, and 25, and that allows you to put something short. Ted's going to be here in 2 minutes. He's just off camera. That allows you to put something short, but doesn't kind of log us down here with too much time on a personalization. You should see what some people are asking for. It's impossible to fit in the space. So we try to be fair to you. The twos, the quick sayings, we could add those, but there is a limit. It's 25 characters, so you cannot use additional notes to get the rest of what you want in. That's why we have 25 character limit. Please respect that. We're trying to be fair to everybody, trying to be fair to the talent. We're trying to keep these prices fair for you, and when you have inscriptions that are like a novel long, it doesn't work. What else we got?
So we got that. We also have people are asking Michael Benetti, I think I'm saying that wrong, placed an order tonight, and he messaged the Facebook on how he wants to personalize. We cannot do that.
Too many pieces tonight. We can't make changes. You have to let us know when you order, what you want, if it's specific. So we're going to do our best. If that's not good enough for you, I apologize, but we got a lot of orders to go through tonight.
I think he's ready to go.
Just so you know, Dustin, we will have the Blood Brothers 2-pack. Will be signed by both Cody and Dustin, so we'll have that up for pre-order. And we have some phenomenal pictures with that, so we'll put those things up even before you get a chance to buy. But Ted's done eating. Well, it was our fault. We got him the food 5 minutes before we go on air. And thank you, Ted. Come on in, join us today.
Michael, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, Ted. How you doing?
Or should I call you Chubby?
Chubby? Fat ass. Fat ass is my name. Fat ass.
So. Well, I won't be as harsh as Arn. Double A. I'll just, I understand you had a problem with one of the chairs.
No, I think just maybe fitting in it. For those who don't know, Arn called me fat ass, and that name is kind of stuck, even though Fat Ass Masa has that. And I just want to say one other thing, because I know this is coming up. I know a lot of people read what Mick Foley wrote last week about being on a virtual and getting COVID. I want people know that was not us. We take every precaution that we can, including within the last 24 hours, I have gotten a COVID test, came back negative. So I do everything we can to protect the talent that we bring in. I want every talent to feel comfortable with us. That's why Jake gets a COVID test every week before he engages with the talent. And then no one's more reclusive in quarantining than me. So if I go to a store once a week, it's a miracle. So we do everything we can, and we know that COVID is kind of going crazy right now. We know a lot of our customers have lost family members, and we're certainly sympathetic to that. But I want you to understand that we are doing everything we can to be as careful as we can, and we certainly appreciate the talent like Ted, who's taking a risk and coming out here and spending time with you guys tonight. So, that being said, guys, we got so much stuff. I don't want to belabor the point. Let's get started, guys. So, we're going to use this Sharpie, right? All right, Ted, you're going to see a lot of these tonight.
Okay.
This is going to be for Bradley Robbins.
Bradley?
Yep. Bradley would like for you to write $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
All right.
These are mail-ins.
These are mail-ins.
Mail-ins. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let people know that if they did a mail-in, we are doing personalizations. But if it's a Funko you bought from us that needs to be signed by IRS, also, we did not open personalizations due to time, and we apologize.
That's right. All right, Bradley Robbins. There you go.
Bradley,
Thank
there
you very
go.
much.
Okay.
And you hold on to that pen because you'll probably be
I
using
will.
that one quite a bit here. All right, another one. This one's for Charles Napier. Charles dropped this off at our sidewalk today. Actually, just got this in. No personalization, just your normal Ted
Okay.
DiBiase.
Got it. That's what I tell everybody about the Funkos. I look at that one, I go, at least they got the size of my head right. You know?
The Funkos are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And from a talent, you must really love to have a Funko because,
Oh, yeah.
is it like half the stuff that you sign now when you do these appearances?
Oh, my gosh, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Everybody loves a Funko.
They're everywhere.
All right, next one we got. This one is that guy named Brian Myers.
Named Brian Myers.
Does he have a specific pen?
Do the green on the 2, the green outfit in the Series 1 black. Just do green. Do the
Green on this one?
No,
The
that.
other two.
Yeah, the
Green
other
on
two.
this one.
Yeah.
Green on this one. You want
Yeah.
the lime green?
Yeah.
All right, there
Yep.
we go.
The lime
Some kid
green.
named Brian Myers. Yep.
Okay.
Our good friends at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Just a signature,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just your normal signature.
Okay, Brian Myers. There you got it.
All right, Brian
All right.
also had this one. And what are we going to use on this one here?
On this one, do a judgment call on that one. What do you think?
I would say the same
Well,
thing.
that one will do green, yeah.
Yeah, this
But on the
green
purple
shows
card
it
right there.
really good.
I would say either gold or let's try a gold on that one.
Show the gold? All right.
Yeah, let's do a gold on that one with that paint pen he's got right there.
All right, you got a gold paint pen right there.
I do.
which-
I do. I sure do. Okay. All right, there you go.
There it is.
We got it.
All three. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
All right. Another mail in. This one is for Andrew Delgado. Let's see. Let's see. You want to go back to the green on that one, or no gold? Right. Let's do gold.
Why he's signing that? Everyone that's listening,
He
15
wants.
minutes
Everyone's got a price.
on personalization, guys. 15 minutes left.
That's right, guys. We normally leave these personalizations open through like an hour and a half, but Ted had such a great response in advance. We're going to cut this off at 7:30. So.
Please let everybody know because we're having
All
comments.
right, there you go.
If personalizations were not allowed, if they weren't available on the item, they're not allowed. Well, no, it's not. We're
All
not
right,
doing
we're going to go back to green on this one. Like this is Thomas DeLuna, and if you can put everyone's got a price for the $1 Million Man, but maybe you may actually you're probably not going to fit that. So why don't we put just Ted DiBiase, and then on the side we'll
Yeah.
put everyone's got a price. Put it right there. Sign it like that. You ever sign on the side panel?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's got a price.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go.
Best I can do.
That's another example of, guys, character limit, size limit, only so much we could do. All right, what else we got? All right, Bobby Hawkins.
Bobby.
Just a regular old signature on that one.
Okay. The green?
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Do we have any turnbuckles left?
That's what I'm looking up right now. At the time when we started, we had one.
Oh, wow, one left?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I appreciate
All right,
it,
green paint pen. This one is going to be for Brian Hetford. So you can just stick to the left there.
We are sold out of turnbuckles.
All right.
So
Just, yeah, on that side, just sign you right there. Yep. I'm going to leave room for Mike to sign his on Thursday.
okay, right here. Right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Right on this spot.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Brian. We'll get IRS to sign the rest of this on Thursday.
I've been doing either blue or black.
Blue? We'll do blue. All right. Do I have a name on this one? Call it out.
That's Joseph.
Oh, Joseph Gonzalez. Thank you, Joseph.
Build encyclopedia. We've had for.
We've had this encyclopedia for 6 years. So.
All right, Joseph, I'm gonna
He doesn't
put
want
it
it
right
back.
here.
We weren't even doing the virtual games table then.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. There
Thank
you go.
you. All right, back to Funkos we go. This is for Sean Faulkner. Back to green. Let's make sure. Yep. He asked if he could write $1 Million Man.
Okay.
Ted DiBiase.
This is still melons.
This is still a mail. Yes.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Okay, cool.
Last mail.
Got it.
All right. Thank you so much, Sean. All right. Next one's for Dave Sabick. Dave Sabick loves these original promos here. He'd like for you to write to Dave. Everybody's got a price. Let's see. I'm trying to think what color will look good there. What do you think?
Black or blue?
Want to do black? Let's do blue. Blue will stand out a little bit. So to Dave, everyone's got a price.
I'm going to say, hey, Dave, everybody's got a price. What's yours, pal?
Okay. Now I've seen Dave's got a collection in his room of all these original promos, and everyone's got a thing they collect.
Alrighty.
There we go. Thank you,
Here we go.
Dave.
You bet.
Stay warm out there in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Before
man.
you head off to this, let's have a refresher course for a lot of people.
Okay.
I see a lot of new names. I want to welcome everybody to highspotsauctions.com and sign it live. If you are asking questions through the comments, we cannot recognize those because how we have this show set up, guys, is that you pay for the personalization, you get a chance to ask Mr. DiBiase the question directly through Michael. So we don't answer questions through the comments. There's a lot going on.
So we monitor the comments,
Yeah.
but I'm not actually following the comments, so
Yeah.
Ted's not seeing the comments.
I
So.
just wanted to let everybody know that there's a lot of stuff going on in there.
All right, Ryan Adams, you're up. We're going to sign this for you, this Funko Pop. Just your autograph, please.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, 10 minutes left on personalizations.
Here we go.
All right, Ashley Ward.
Ashley, okay. Anything special?
Nope, just your signature on this.
Alrighty.
Ashley's going to be, she's part of Boxomania. See you on Saturday, Ashley. And of course, we'll get IRS to sign this and complete the other half of this on Thursday. John Manucci. I should know since my last name's Bukikio. I should know how to pronounce that, but I don't. Just your signature on there.
Yeah,
John
well.
is in Glassport, Pennsylvania. Thank you, John. It's a new name. We'll have to learn it. Hopefully we'll see you around quite often.
Yeah.
Yes, turnbuckle pads are sold out, right?
Sold out.
Did we
Yeah.
sell out 25 or 20?
25.
All right.
DiBiase gets butchered all the time, too.
Well, you know,
yeah.
you might. A couple people might have said it on
You know,
TV
like,
where
you know,
we kind of know now.
DiBiase.
We did have 26 available, but Mr.
Debussy.
DiBiase is going to keep it.
Yeah. Skandar Akbar used to call me Debussy.
Debussy?
Hey, Debussy. Who's this for?
This is for Jonathan Barnes, but just your signature on this one.
Got it.
Jonathan Barnes is in Columbia, Kentucky.
All right, Jonathan.
We also sold out of these
Gotcha.
IRS 2-packs.
No.
No.
Not yet.
We do have some of these guys. If you're watching, you say, "Oh, these look pretty cool." You go to highspotsauctions.com.
Sir, I apologize. We just sold out.
We just sold the last one. Never mind. All right. I will do a sneak peek for something. We guys, we've got 2 auctions that we're going to be addressing here. This one's from Matt Sophie, just your signature. Matt's in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Ted's brought 2 personal items that we're going to auction off during this, and we actually have an item that we're going to hold back for Thursday. I may flash in front of you at the end, but an item we were going to sell today, but we said, hey, we got enough going on. Let Jake have something. All right, this one's for Bernard Crumrine, Washington, Pennsylvania. Just your signature there. Thanks, Bernard. I see it. All right, if you buy something, will it be signed tonight? Barrett, you've got 8 minutes. If you buy something from us in the next 8 minutes, you will see it signed on camera. After that, no go. All right, for Ryan Perry, Knoxville, Tennessee. Thank you, Ryan. Just your signature. Ryan also going to be part of Boxomania. We appreciate that.
Michael, can you just make a note that the people who bought this 2-pack, it will be signed by IRS on our VGT show this Thursday. It will not be live.
Right. VGT, for those of you who don't follow it, we sign everything in the back privately. Tuesday is the only time that we sign it on a camera like this. It's going to be for Travis Early, just your signature.
All right. There you go, Travis. Where's Travis from?
Travis is from Leon, Iowa.
In Iowa.
Bet you don't have any stories of Leon, Iowa, do you?
No. I was a neighbor. I don't know how far Leon is from Omaha, but I'm an Omaha, Nebraska boy originally. Yeah.
All right, Art Ellis, thank you very much. We got your sign, including he's got 4 Boxomanias coming up. You're gonna see his name a lot on Saturday. Just your name.
That's my name.
Art is in Brandon, Florida. A little warmer weather than we're having today, I'm sure.
There you go.
All right, thank you, Art. We'll see you Saturday. All right, Calvin Depp, Reading, Pennsylvania. Also joining us for Boxomania.
What is Boxomania?
That's a great question. Boxomania, this Saturday, the theme is a figure. So what they do is they blindly pick a number, and we draw we draw a number out of a hopper, and then we reveal what they got because it's already prepackaged. So it's kind of a mystery box.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's been a wild success. All right, this one is for Casey Gilroy, Salem, Oregon. Just your name.
Okay.
And Casey, like all these others, we'll get IRS to sign these on Thursday. It'll be completed. It'll have both autographs. We'll get a COA, and we'll get this in the mail for you.
Salem, Oregon.
Probably on Friday.
We're a long way from Salem.
We are. All right. All right, this guy, Andrew Miller, wants Ted DiBiase signing lime green. Well, what do you know? We have a lime green pen in his hand. Andrew's from Seven Valleys, Pennsylvania.
All right. There you go, buddy.
Thank you, Andrew. Let's see. Let me get these 2
You
out
go
of
ahead and
the
say
way.
it, Dad. He's not-
Oh, yeah. We got 5 minutes. Guys, if you want to see your item signed on camera tonight, we got 5 minutes. After that, you're just going to watch everybody else that did do this in time. This is for Adam Del Gross. Yep, just sign it. What do we have left other than promos?
Promos. We have some of the Ted DiBiase regular Funkos.
Okay.
But also, if you could mention,
Just
this
your
isn't
name.
to do with Ted as much as we about the 10 Irwin R. Shyster Mattels that we found that we added late. So let
Oh,
people
that's
know
right.
about
If
that.
you join this on Saturday, we did not have the opportunity to count those, so we did add 10 Mattel Elite IRS figures that you can now buy. All right, this one for Ryan Cuffle. Ryan, you got a few things here. We'll start with the Funko. Ryan's in Derby, Kansas. Close to Omaha, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've lived in Mississippi now for 35 years, and people go, so are you an Ole Miss fan? Are you a Southern Miss fan? Or are you a Mississippi State fan? I'm a die-hard Cornhusker.
Oh, yeah? Still?
Yeah, you know, well, yeah, it's still. It's like I haven't had much
You've
to
had
brag.
some rough years lately,
Yeah,
right?
I haven't had much to brag about.
All right, so I'm going to let you keep that same pen in your
Okay.
hand for Ryan. On this one, just your, let's see. He wants you to write, everybody has a price.
Okay.
All right. On this one, same thing. Everybody has a price. If you could sign that on the towards the bottom there on the black portion. All right, Ryan, and we'll hold this picture over for Thursday. IRS will sign the right side of it. Get that completed and send it out to you. Thank you so much for picking up 3 different items for us tonight.
Thank you, man.
All right. Back to Doug. Do we sign that already? Doug? Yeah. Okay. All right. Carlos Negrete in California. Go back to the lime green pen there.
So the white suit, the gold suit.
That's the more limited chase version. 1 out of 6 in those boxes.
And the actual suit that I wore that was that color, I didn't wear. I probably wore it half a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kept going. I don't know.
Didn't like the way white looks?
Yeah, bad guys don't look good in white. You know?
All right, and just your signature on this one. This is also for Carlos.
Go. All right.
All right, Carlos, we'll finish that up on Thursday with IRS. Thank you very much. All right. Going with these Funkos. This is for Josh Whitaker.
Green.
Yep, green. Yep.
All right, buddy. There you go, bud.
And that one as well. All right, very
All
good.
right, there you go.
All right, thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, he'd like for you to sign this $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Oh, actually, is this? Okay, I got you. There should be an art piece with this as well. Okay.
First art piece.
Did we decide on a color? What was the other ones done?
Let's say gold on the.
Is it gold on those?
Let me check.
Let's be consistent.
Do we have any questions on these?
I just skipped over just one so far, but
Okay.
I'll-
Well, since you just did Josh Whittaker, he asked, just want to know how Ted Jr. is doing.
Ted Jr. is doing very well. You know, he's become quite. It's like people go, well, what is he doing? It's, well, he's kind of an entrepreneur. He does a little bit of everything. He's got a couple of big deals going right now, so as far as I know, but that's about it. He's doing good. Family man. Now this is just signature.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jason. All right, back to the. Whoop.
We got a lot more in the back, so don't worry about it.
That's why you don't stack them. Let's see. All right, back to lime green on this one. This one's from Matthew Grundy.
Sir.
Signature ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, Matthew. Where's Matthew from?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Same thing for Matthew there. All right, thank you, Matthew.
Set.
This one got smudged, so if you could.
Okay, let's get these off the table first. All right, this one's for Jaron Trombley. Jaron is in lovely Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot warmer there too.
We'll be down there in about a month, guys. Same thing on that one.
Personalizations are closed, sir.
All right, guys, if you missed out, we're sorry, but what we will do is later tonight we'll reopen the Money Inc. ones. You'll still have the opportunity to get a personalization from IRS. Ted signed some earlier. They just signed Ted DiBiase, but you still get IRS. There's enough room to put pay your taxes, pay me. A lot of great sayings for personalizations. All right, this one's for Adam Henderson. Let's see, one of each.
All right.
Adam Henderson in Richmond, Texas. Is Richmond close to Amarillo, Waco, Waxahachie, or Austin? Because we're going to be at all of those.
Wow. Me and a bunch of guys in the wrestling business. West Texas State University is just south of Amarillo by 11 miles. And largely due to the influence of the Funk family, there's a whole bunch of guys that played football there that ended up professional wrestlers.
Does West Texas State change college names for football, or does what? Because
Well, it's West Texas A&M.
A&M now, okay. Because West Texas State, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So they switched at some point.
Yeah, I don't know how many years ago they associated with A&M, but when I was there, it was West Texas State University.
Do you have any connection to
But-
the football team? Do you follow it at all?
Oh my gosh, every time they have a reunion, I'm not available.
Oh,
I'm
not
somewhere,
available.
I'm somewhere in the world. But Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes played baseball at West Texas State, not football. Me, Tio Santana, and Tully Blanchard were all on the same team. And after us, Barry Windham, Kelly Kaninsky, Gene Kaninsky's son, and there's another guy, Manny Fernandez.
Wow.
It's a whole bunch of guys that came out of West Texas State, largely due to the influence of the Funk family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good fertile recruiting ground there for you.
That's a yearbook you need.
All right, Tim Eckery. Yeah, no, really.
That's a yearbook we need.
They're making a joke. I collect yearbooks from my alma mater, and so we're thinking, yeah, we'll go get some West Texas State yearbooks. That'll be a. All right,
Ready?
Tim. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
So this is this one I'm re-signing, or is this the okay? All right, this one is for Richard Reese.
Please let him know
Hey,
his
Richard.
mail-ins did not make it.
That's
His mail-in did not make it. All right,
I wrote that down.
it'll probably show up tomorrow based on our experience. It's always a day late.
There you go, Richard.
With the
Thank
mail.
you.
All right, on this one, he wants. All right, we're going to use gold. He would like for you to write Hall of Fame 2010 three-time tag champ. All right, you remember everybody that was on your football team? Remember the position everybody played?
Tully Blanchard was quarterback. Tito Santana was a tight end.
Okay.
And after Tully got into the wrestling business, we actually had a match in Amarillo against each other, and everybody knew that we both played football together at West Texas State. So in my interview, wrestling Tully, I said, Tully set a lot of records at West Texas State. Most interceptions ever thrown in a season. I said, as a matter of fact, he was so distraught that he tried to commit suicide, but somebody intercepted the bullet. He got a big kick out of that.
Now, how about yourself? What position did you play?
I was an offensive and defensive lineman.
Yeah.
They started me out at defense, but I wasn't real fleet of foot. I wasn't very fast. And matter of fact, one day the coach says, DiBiase, I wish all our players had your tenacity, son, but we're going to have to start timing you with a sundial. So they moved me from defense. So we're going to move you to offensive tackle, give you the benefit of the snap count and an assignment. And of course, I wanted to play, so I went, but I didn't go very.
Aren't offensive linemen the smartest guys on the team? So that's what you got to say. They moved there because you were one of the smartest guys on the team.
Yeah, of course. You know, we got to move everybody out of the way.
Exactly. All right, Stephen Rafferty. Let's see, back to the Funkos. In Boca Raton, Florida. Already enjoying retirement in Boca.
All right.
All right, thank you, Stephen.
Good.
Here we go. Somebody can grab this. Thank you. Anybody? Anyone? All right, Drew Smith, Amherst, New York. You're up. Just a signature on that one. Chelsea, what color are we doing on this one?
We did blue on his white jacket.
All right, very good. All right, Drew, just your signature on that one.
All right, Drew.
All right, thank you, Drew. Here you go. All right, Jesse Vaughn, Lynn, Massachusetts. Back to the green. Let's see. Just your signature.
All right. Who was this for again?
This one's for Jesse Vaughn, Lynn, Massachusetts.
All right. All right, Jesse.
Jesse has asked for a dark green on this particular one, so we'll switch that to the darker green.
All right, got it.
And if you'll hold on to that green paint pen,
Yep.
he would like for you to write Ted DiBiase, and he said anything personal to him.
Okay, what's his name?
His name's Jesse.
Jesse. Okay. Is it I-E or E?
SSE.
S-S-E, okay.
All right,
go.
Jesse, thank you so much.
There you go.
That one's paint pen, so it's not smudgy. All right, we are, let's see, Daniel Brewer, Cleansville, North Carolina. We'll switch to a gold Sharpie on this one.
Okay.
He would like me to add everybody has a price.
Okay.
Daniel Brewer wants to know if you have any good money-making tips.
Money making tips, yeah. Work real hard and save your money. And I would say, with the economy the way it is, invest in gold.
In gold?
Yeah. Because
Is this
we
the 1800s? Are we investing in gold?
Well, we just keep printing money, and the more money you print, the less value it actually has, and
know.
the price of gold is going to go way up.
Not to get sidetracked, but if every country in the world overprints money,
Oh, we know, yeah, but
it's all going to end up being the same.
yeah.
All right, so this one is, let's see.
Why? Because everybody has a price.
All right, he'd like for you to write $1 Million Man.
What color?
Let's stick to black, gold.
Gold.
Did not specify. Let's do it this one because it actually dries. This paint pens don't always dry.
What is it now? What do you want?
He wants $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase.
All right.
And he has a question. He wants to know, do you think Gino Hernandez would have been a good $1 Million Man?
Yes, I do. I think that
Thank you, Anthony.
Gino's natural character as a heel fit pretty good with the $1 Million Man. He could have been.
All right, Kevin Byrne in Brick, New Jersey. I got married there once. All right. Hopefully the current wife's not watching. Let's see. DiBiase. Nope, just your signature.
Signature.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's asked the question, is there anything you think Mid-South did that they did better than WWE?
Wow. Well, as far as Mid-South goes, Bill Watts, who was the first guy that I started in my career in Mid-South. Bill Watts has an unbelievable understanding of the psychology of our business, and I think the realism that he brought to it, I think was, I don't know, Mid-South has almost a cult following because the wrestling was so good. With the WWE today, a lot of the story is not so much the match as it is, what's happening in the background and what have you. But at that time, it was the match. It was the contest between the two wrestlers that entertained the people the most, and I think he was very good at it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up is Kyle Marcellus, Seattle, Washington. I'm going to do a blue right there. I'd like for you to add Everybody's Got a Price. Kyle has asked the question, who's the coolest celebrity you've ever met?
The coolest celebrity that I ever met? Probably Johnny Depp.
That's a good one.
Hey, read that personalization for me.
Yeah, he was
And just put
pretty
that
cool.
on there. The first green line. He just wants Money Inc.
Just add Money Inc.?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that was a personalization.
Yep.
All right, let's just add Money Inc. This is going back to Kevin Burns, the last
Okay.
one. Just add Money Inc. on the bottom of
Yeah.
that. All right, there we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, next up we have Ashley Lindridge, our first international customer. I'm going to sign this in gold in the trouser area. No, just your signature. All right, thank you so much, Ashley. This next one, John Naparella. John's in DePue, New York. Just your signature. All right, John, we'll get this completed for you on Thursday. All right, a lot going on here. Let's see. All right. He would like, this is for Christine Woods. Let's see. Wants you to write, ha ha ha, everyone has a price. To DiBiase.
While he's doing that, Michael, can you show our first auction item, please?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Ted, which one do you want to start out with? The jacket or the, we'll save the jacket. Let's do the sweatshirt.
Let me keep track.
All right, guys, as you know, the auctions, we always start them at $5 and end them at like $500, but somewhere in between. All right, so, Christine, we know you got one more, but we're going to pause for just a second and talk about our first auction item. Ted, this looks like something that might be company issued to Talent. Tell us a little about this.
It's well, I guess not. It's more like almost a workout piece of equipment. It doesn't have to be. I used to just throw a T-shirt on under it and throw it on, and it's like
a soft jacket.
Yeah, it's like a soft jacket, but it's a pullover. With the this is the old company logo.
Scratch logo, yeah.
During the what that era?
The
Attitude era.
Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And this has got that like windbreaker in interior
Yeah,
here, the lining.
and it's very light, and actually keep you pretty warm.
Let me see, and this
And
is
it's a double XL.
it's a 2X, so it fits most of us. So I may not be able to squeeze in a 2X anymore.
Yeah, I don't
but
know, Chevy.
I know I may need a 3X, but this is a 2X. We're still squeezing into this. All right, so like all our auctions, we're gonna start these at $5, but we're gonna let this run while we do some more. But if you have any questions about that, let us know. We'll get Ted to address them. But this is something that they probably would have just issued to Talent. Yeah.
And Ted would sign it if they want to sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
if they
however you want to
sign.
sign it, front, back, inside, however you want it. Be a great piece to frame up, or if you actually just want to use it because it's just kind of a cool piece that you can't just buy off a shop zone, we can do that too. All right, Christine also picked up this one. Let's see,
Gold as well.
So this one, yes, he was Christine with a K.
Okay, I'm going to put that up here. Okay.
And then Hall of Fame 2010, and then your signature. And can you get me another one of this? Because I did miss the color on this one. I'm going to have them re-sign. They wanted green paint pen on that one. I missed that one. All right. So also, Christine wanted to know if you could share any Andre stories working with Andre.
Andre was one of the greatest guys. And my funniest Andre story was we went to Japan, and it was a long trip, like unbelievable. We checked into the hotel, everybody's going to meet in the lobby and go out and eat, and of course Andre, in America, was always looking for a place to be comfortable. Now you take a guy Andre's size and put him in Japan where, everything's smaller.
They don't make hotel rooms for someone like Andre.
They don't. And so anyway, I pushed the button on the elevator, and when the door opens, he's there. Hey, boss, he said, let's go eat. And so as we start down, the elevator stops virtually on every floor, and these little Japanese people just keep getting on. Now, 3 stops ago, you would have said, this elevator's full, get the next one. Not in Japan. So Andre reaches over, just gives me a little tap. And I looked up at him, and he winks. And I said, okay, something's going to happen here. Well, the next thing that happened, Michael, is I heard the loudest, longest fart of my life. Now, I'm looking straight ahead. I'm biting a hole in my lip, and all I can envision is the poor Japanese guy that's standing directly behind Andre, getting it full blast. When that door opened, though, it was like the Exodus. They were falling over each other to get out, and all you could hear as the elevator shut was Andre going, oh, 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 oh. He looked at me and says, they won't crowd the big man anymore, will they?
That's true. All right, I messed up on Christine's other one. If we
Okay,
could go
so-
back on this one, and this is the one where we signed, ha, 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 everyone's got a price.
So going to do it on here?
That's right.
Okay. With this one or
That one or that one? You want to do this one?
Yeah,
That
that
would
one.
probably look a little better.
Yeah. And down here, name. Okay.
All right. And then, let's see, characters 3 times. Yep. I think we did it right. There's a lot to read on this. So you can see all these instructions, but I think we got this one right for Christine.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
Let's see. All right, Charles Dasher. Charles, let's go back to the gold Sharpie. I just want you to write, everybody's got a price. All right. Thank you, Charles, and we'll complete that on Thursday for you. All right, next up we have Mark Miller. Mark Miller, you'll use that same pen. Just your signature on this one. Mark Miller over there in the UK, Plymouth specifically.
Wow. Tuning in from a long way off.
Thank you, Mark.
Just to let you know before you go on, we jumped. We had a bunch of Fury bids at the beginning, but it's kind of staled off right now.
Okay.
Jolyn Kylo.
Joellen Kylo.
Sorry, Joellen Kylo is at $100.
$100 for this windbreaker. All right, we'll let this go for a little longer. We'll let it go to about 8 o'clock. How about that?
Okay.
All right, so you got about 8 minutes to get yours in. Joel and Kylo at $100 is the current high bidder. All right, so this one is to Cody. We'll use blue. Let's see, blue. To Cody. Everyone's got a price.
Okay. Which spelling of Cody?
CODY.
Okay.
All right,
There you go, Cody.
And then Cody also picked up a Eric Hodson piece. And this one's also to Cody. And then he wants you to write the inscription, "Money isn't everything, it's the only thing."
Okay. What color should I use on this?
We did use blue on the last one. We were writing here. You could probably write it in here.
Right in here. So give that to me again.
To Cody, CODY.
Okay.
Money isn't everything, it's the only thing.
Can I see that order real quick while you're...
Cody's also asked, who was your favorite wrestler when you grew up? Were you a fan of wrestling before you actually got into it?
My favorite wrestler growing up was my father, who was a professional wrestler and as well an amateur wrestler. 3 years in a row, conference heavyweight champion for the University of Nebraska, and storied athlete, amateur career, and even like 1946 wrestling for the Navy, won the AAU National Heavyweight Wrestling title. So my whole life, my dad was my hero, and of course, when I started wrestling, you don't start off as a heel. You start out pretty much as a what we call a baby face, because you're learning. Like.
So you're paired with someone that has a little more experience.
Right, but so as I grew, when I developed my style, I developed it trying to be as much like him as I could. So, yeah, he was my hero.
Now, he was before national TV and all that, so a lot of people didn't get a chance to enjoy his career.
Yeah, that's back when wrestling was very regional. I mean, and he literally, he's one of only a few guys who actually, he suffered a heart attack during a match and died. Lubbock, Texas, July of '69.
And how old was he at that
45.
time? Wow.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever think about that when you're getting in the ring? I mean, I know that's heart attack could have been anywhere, but
I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't stay too long, and so my active career ended right as I was just about to turn 40.
Really?
Yeah, and then I left for a while, and I came back. When I came back to work for Vince, I came back as a commentator, color commentator / ringside manager.
So when you left as being an active performer, it was more just you decided that was the time. It wasn't a specific injury that took you out.
No, and I had an injury where I had 2 discs taken out of my neck, and like they replaced it. Back then they did it with a piece of bone from your hip. They do it with something totally artificial now, but nonetheless, that was also an indicator. It was kind of like, don't push your luck.
Do you have any today, do you feel anything with the neck? Is it?
No. But he did tell me, he said over time, he said once that thing's fused like that, he said that would automatically make the one above and below a little weaker. So he said, 20 years from now, you may have to have the surgery again.
Right.
And so I've had it looked at a couple of times, and he said, no, everything's still holding so far so good.
Good.
You know.
Very good.
I've been, I've been fortunate. I really have. I mean, in terms of, having a 19-year career and all the things, of course, all of my issues. I've had both my knees replaced. I've had the 2 discs in my neck taken out, but everything else, the rest of my body is. I had a doctor tell me recently I was having like he said my heart will race every now and then, and it'll skip a beat. And he said, and it's when I got all this checked out, they did a heart cath on me, and that looks at there's a heart attack they call a widowmaker,
Right.
where there's an artery in the back of the heart that they can't see unless they do a heart cath. Well, with a heart cath, they can see everything. And the doctor said, Ted, he said, I don't know what's going to kill you. He said, but I doubt it would be a heart. You got the arteries of a young man. And I said, well, maybe 19 years of wrestling, and a lot of that's got to be, genetic as well. My grandparents lived to be very, very old. But, my dad was actually my stepfather. Mike was not my biological dad. And his heart attack was due to what they call arteriosclerosis, hardening the arteries. So, anyway.
And is that just a genetic, or is that bad eating? Is it bad?
Well, and part of that, I mean, he loved breakfast, and so he would come home from eating or wrestling, and my mother would make him breakfast, like at midnight, eggs and butter and all that other stuff, high
Bacon in there.
cholesterol. They didn't know what they know now
Sure.
about a lot of that stuff, and so anyway.
Let's do one more check. Is Joel and Kyla still in the lead here at the
So
auction?
Tristan Johnson came in.
Tristan Johnson.
105.
Okay, 125 Tristan Johnson.
105.
105. Oh, barely over. Okay. So 105, got 2 minutes left. Tristan, Joel, is, want to go up $5? You want this for 110? $100 is quite a steal here, especially considering Ted's going to sign it for you if you wish. All right, Joseph Liddell is up next. Just a signature on this one. Let's do a gold Sharpie.
Okay.
Joseph also picked up a spot in Boxomania, so we'll see you Saturday.
There you go.
All right, we got 1 minute in the auction, guys.
Someone asked if you could show the back of it.
I can. The back is blank, so there's nothing to show other than it's very clean. Very clean. You've done a very good job laundering it over the years. So it's probably a 20-year-old windbreaker or so.
Yeah, Virgil took good care of it. Teasing.
All right, this one's going to be for DeMarcus Smith in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I almost run it down there, but I'm going to put 2 Marcus.
Okay. Marcus.
That's right.
All right.
And then just your name.
Okay.
And he's also asked the question, what was your favorite tag team match that you had as part of Money Inc.?
We had so many matches. It'd be hard for me to sit right here and call out one. But I think one of the ones I think that we had when we had I've lost the 2 great big guys that we wrestled at one of the pay-per-views.
2 big guys. They're not quite narrowing it down
great
here.
big guys. I mean, like
You think Typhoon and Earthquake?
Typhoon and Earthquake.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Very rare that my memory works. That
Yeah,
was someone
yeah.
else's.
Yeah, with too many chairs to the head.
All right, he's also asked if we could add Everyone Has a Price. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
And basically, he wants you to repeat this same inscription over here. So,
Okay.
Marcus,
Let me do this.
Everyone Has a Price. Marcus looks like he might be a Mid-South fan. He's asked, any memories, favorite memories of JYD, who arguably was the biggest babyface of the promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, JYD and I were extremely good friends. Matter of fact, JYD was the best man at my wedding.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
When
that.
my wife and I got married. And of course, you know, I ended up going against him when I turned bad guy, turned heel. And I remember the first match that we wrestled in New Orleans. And I remember telling Grizzly Smith, who was like Bill Watts' agent, I said, I'm not going to drive my car to New Orleans the first time I wrestled the dog down there. And he said, why? I said, because it'll be on blocks when I come out. I mean, people took the wrestling real serious back then. And so he said, okay, well, ride with me. I'm neutral. So I rode with him. And I told JYD, I said, look, buddy, I said, as far as all these people are concerned, your best friend just totally screwed you. He said, when you hit that ring, I said, you hit it on a dead run. You know, don't wait for your music. You know, when your music starts, you just come running. And you slide in, I'm going to slide out, and I'm going to run from you. And I said, I'll go around the ring once, and when I slide back in, you know, I'll stop you for a second, and I'll throw you in the ropes, and you duck, and then you just hit me and keep coming and coming and coming until we got them so high they're going to cry. And then I'll slip in, I'll load the glove again and knock you out, and we'll go home. And of course, that was to set up the next week. So I go back in the dressing room, and it was great. I mean, the people were just like, there's a chant down in New Orleans, and a lot of people think this started with the Saints, but it didn't. And it goes, who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they're going to beat them Saints? No, it started with JYD. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say going to beat that dog? Who dat? That's where it started, is with him. He was that popular. He was more popular in the schools down there than any professional athlete. And so Grizzly comes in the dressing room, you know, and he just got his hands on his hips and he's just shaking his head. And I go, what's wrong? And he just shaking his head. I said, something wrong with the match? He says, no, the match was great. I said, so what's wrong? He said, they slipped my tires. All four of them. They slipped all four of his tires just because I rode them.
Right.
And I said, see, I told you, if it had been my car, I wouldn't have had any tires.
Right.
So
So how do you get home that day? You gotta
well, we had to wait to.
you gotta get 40 tires.
Yeah.
All right, let's close this up. Do we have any more bids on this, or should I put this on a 30-second clock?
We had one come in.
Okay.
You can put it on 30 seconds. We haven't seen anything after that.
Okay.
110 coming to our good friend Dean Archer.
Dean Archer,
Hold on.
110.
Hold on.
Oh.
Okay. 115 to Tristan Johnson.
Tristan, holding on. All right, this is on
We'll
a.
see if Dean's still in or not.
All right, my comments are way down here. All right, so we are at 115. Tristan Johnson. Tristan is Mr. Lucky. He won the Tully Blanchard
Let people know,
Horseman jacket.
after Heath, we did FaceTime with Tristan. We do realize
Oh
Tristan's
yeah.
real.
So for people who follow us all the time, so Tristan had so much good luck on these things that they thought that we were like working them. You know, like maybe it's us.
Oh yeah.
And then so he bought. What did he buy with Heath?
He bought Heath's social outcast gear.
Yeah, and so we did a FaceTime with him. And this was the first time we saw Tristan, so we can confirm Tristan's real. All right, Tristan's not one of us.
He is not
All
one
right.
of us. I mean, he is.
All right, last call. We're on 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Tristan Johnson's 115. Dean's in at 120.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, I'm just going to do one more while we wait for Tristan and Dean to work this out. So we'll put this right back up here. But as soon as you guys work it out, we'll come back and close it off. All right. James Powell. Let's see. I'll start here. Everyone's got a price. Make sure that they didn't put. Add my name to both. All right. So to James.
Okay. Everybody's got a price,
Yep.
right?
Ooh, 125 at Tristan Johnson.
All right, Dean, you're on the clock. We're going to wrap things up as soon as we get done with James's two pieces here.
And give them a couple minutes. I need to talk about a couple of things that have come up in the comments to buy some time.
All right,
Okay.
there you go, James. That's the first one for you. And James has asked if you ever had a regret of not being the WWE, WWF World Champion.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to be, a champion, and or world champion, and there was some talk of that. I mean, my first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 4, and there was some talk of me winning that. But in the body of what we do for a living, the main thing you want to do, if I had become the champion as a heel, I wouldn't have been the champion very long. Because Vince was like,
Gotta sell those T-shirts.
Got to
right?
sell those T-shirts, and so your champion's got to be your good guy, your hero. And so, and I think it was Pat Patterson who came to me with the idea. He says, "What if you don't win at WrestleMania, and in your arrogance, you just say, I don't need your stake and belt. I'll create my own title." And as soon as he said it, I said, "Let's do that." I said, "That'll put a ton of heat on me." And so the $1 million belt was created, and I got more heat carrying that belt. And so in reality is, I don't think now. I would say, being the champion, even for a little while, it might have affected my pay a little bit. I might have made a little bit more money being the champion, but yeah, at the end of the day,
I'm sure you did well in
yeah,
your prime there.
yeah,
You were taken care of.
Yeah,
so.
I did good, so I'm happy.
Good. All right, next one here is going to be to James. You said you'd like to sign it down there, right?
Okay. Right.
And then just want you to write $1 Million Champ, Hall of Fame 2010. James has asked, what do you consider, looking back, your biggest feud that you ever had in wrestling? When you look back on it.
I don't think that I could pick one, but pre WWE, when I spent a lot of time in Mid South. My feud with Junkyard Dog was probably the one that put me over the top in terms of becoming a recognized heel, everywhere. And in the WWE, I don't know if it was in what the people would think, but the most fun I had was when I was wrestling Jake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jake and I we had a pretty good feud. So
absolutely,
we had that one WrestleMania together, and got a picture of that somewhere here. Me giving him a pile driver.
Yep. We'll show that in a future episode. We had a couple. All right, let's wrap things up here.
We got Dean Archer at 140.
All right. And did someone say we were out? Did Tristan say they're out?
Tristan has not said anything.
All right, Tristan. You just need to let us know if you're in or out. 140 with Dean Archer. Wrap things up here.
While you're doing that, let me make if we could elaborate on a statement you made earlier. If you are interested in mailing in a Dustin Rhodes mail-in, please visit highspotsauctions.com under future guests. And we do not have a date announced for Cody yet.
Right. Cody's going to be. We're probably not going to take mail orders for Cody because Cody, honestly, is going to be one of those things they're going to call us and say, "Hey, we're ready. You want to meet us tomorrow?" And we're just going to run down there and do it. So
go ahead and give a 10-second count because Tristan is out.
All right. Thank you, Tristan, for letting us know. 10 seconds on this. 10 seconds, and it's going with Dean at 140. You said 140.
Yeah,
All
140.
right. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll allow 10 seconds for the lag. Otherwise, Dean Archer, 140. Thank you, Dean. All right, this one.
Thank you, Dean, for having a price.
That price was $140. So this one here has a Funko Pop with it, too. Did you notice that?
There's a question for the...
I'm sorry?
This one has a Funko Pop with it. Did you see that?
I don't think you did. It's a regular.
All right, so this one is Everyone's Got a Price.
Color? Blue?
Yeah, let's stick with the blue.
Everyone's got a price? Mm-hmm. And is it personalized too?
Nope, just Everyone's Got a Price.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, this one, it's okay? Because it had a Funko too. All right, thank Richard. And go back to our old friend, the lime green Sharpie.
Yep.
And just your signature on it. All right, thank you so much. All right, we're up for Josh Horvath. We'll use the gold Sharpie on this one. On that side, he wants you to put Josh Money Talks. And on a, this happens, this question comes up a lot, and it's very important, even though you're not local to Charlotte. Josh wants to know the best place to get a steak. What is Ted DiBiase's best place to get a steak?
Oh gosh. Oh my God.
That's really what prompted the call me a fat ass. Arn and I talked about steak for a
The
while. But
best place to get a steak,
Yeah.
you know. I just wish I could think of the name of that place that everybody says when they go to Amarillo.
The Big Texan.
The Big Texan. The Big Texan. There's a place in Amarillo, Texas called the Big Texan.
Really, your
And-
best steak is going to be a
and-
tourist place like that?
Well,
Really?
well, this place. But
All
here's
right.
the deal: the steak is 72 ounces,
Yes.
and if you can eat the steak, a baked potato, and a salad, I mean, you know, and I guess and a roll, that would be the whole meal. If you can eat that in an hour, it's free.
Did you ever try it?
No, but I'm trying to think. There was a wrestler. I don't know if it was Man Mountain Mike or one of the great big guys. One of the great big guys. Who else was really that big? Haystack
Haystacks,
Calhoun
yeah.
might be another candidate, but that actually went in there and did eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
They probably looked and said, oh, no, just give them a free meal.
Oh yeah. I mean, I actually there was a fundraising thing going on, and this the Big Texan was part of it. They were raising money for charity like leukemia or something. It was it was on the TV, and so a bunch of us wrestlers went down, and we didn't do it at the steakhouse, but we were on TV, and they were but courtesy of the Big Texan, they were grilling steaks, and they were feeding us. Each steak was 1 pound. And it was kind of like the contest, and so people would bid on who they thought was going to eat the most steaks.
Okay.
I ate 5 of them.
You got 5 pounds.
I ate 5 1-pound steaks, and I should have just stopped when I was full. Oh my God. I was sick for a day and a half.
That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. All right, Andrew Olinsky, you're up. This one's going to be to Andy. A-N-D-Y. I want you to write $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Andy wants to know the $1 Million Man character. Was that a character that Vince created and then wanted to fill the part, or was it he saw you and he came up with the character?
It was Vince's idea. It was his idea, and he chose me because the way I carried myself as a heel probably best fit the role.
All right, this is $1 million. What is this personalization?
$1 Million Poil Rumble.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
It's the person's last name if you read it.
That's the last name? Oh, Poil Rumble. Got
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, his name's Poil. All right. So $1 Million Man, so $1 Million Poil Rumble is the inscription they'd like. I know. See, I'm confused too. It's from Matt Poil, Amherst, Ohio. Yeah, you better look at that.
It's like Royal Rumble, but the play is on his last name, which is Poil.
So $1 Million Man, Poil Rumble. To Poil Rumble? Just write $1 Million Poil Rumble.
Yeah, that's
That's what they wrote.
fine.
All right, Matt. Thanks for confusing us.
All right, there you go, Matt.
Thank you. All right, this one's for Dallas Eisenreich in Rockford, Illinois. I want you to write to Dallas, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, or there's Ted DiBiase, Hall of Fame 2010. So to Dallas, Ted DiBiase, Hall of Fame 2010. And we allow people to ask questions, and his specific question was Mid-South heel stories ?
Mid-South heel
stories ?
Heel stories.
Heel stories.
Heel stories.
Yeah.
Well, I was a heel for a long time, and one of the things that for the length that I was a heel, it's amazing how fast Bill Watts was able to turn me back babyface. And the way he did it was, he did a thing where they announced that there was going to be, I think we either did a tournament or people wrote in. I think not people wrote in because they wouldn't have wanted me to be. But anyway, I ended up winning this tournament, and the winner of the tournament is going to face Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And so when I go out there, I'm doing this interview in the ring, and Dick Murdoch comes out and hits the ring. And everybody knew the history with me and Murdoch, because Murdoch was I was like his protege when I first started. And he comes out and says, "Hey kid, this is, it really should be me, and you just need to step aside after all I've done for you." And I said, your time, old man? And so he hits me anyway. Out on the floor I go, and that's back when we used to still get the juice, and I get the juice real good, and so they take me back and bandage me up, and they're out there saying, "Well, I guess Rick, you came here for no reason because we don't." And then all of a sudden, here I come, and I got my head all wrapped up like the Spirit of '76, and I mean, it really was wrapped up. And so me and Rick have this match, and number one, because Murdoch, attacked me, and then now I'm coming anyway, because even though I'm hurt. And so I have this great match with Rick, and the end of it is, I go over the top rope. I go for my hold. At that time was a spinning toe hold into a figure four leg lock, and boom, I get kicked off, and out on the floor I go, and I get counted out. And it's like the kid. So everybody feels sorry for me, right. And so then Murdoch comes out, and it looks like Murdoch's going to pick me up and hey, are you okay? And that's how it kind of looks. And then he hooks me, and he brain busts me on the floor. Anyway, so I went from heel to babyface in one night. And that's, again, to the credit of Bill Watts and his understanding of the psychology of what we did. So there you go.
Great one.
Heel story.
Brandon Vincent, you're up. We're going to just write Ted DiBiase, WWE Hall of Fame 2010. He wants to know the most lavish thing you ever bought.
The most lavish thing I ever bought. The most lavish thing I ever bought. Probably, in reality, lavish, costly. Probably my wife's wedding ring. And I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it. I won't ever tell anybody what I paid for it.
All right, good answer. All right, this is for Roger DeLude. If you could just write Everyone's Got a Price, and then Hall of Fame. All right, there you go, Roger. Thank you so much. All right, Kevin Baker in the UK. I'm going to go back to Gold Sharpie on this one. All right, top right and silver pen. Hold on, let me do ask for silver. That's,
Yeah, those work.
all right,
What was
to
that?
Kevin. I got that one. I got it. This one's going to be to Kevin, Kevin.
Yeah.
And then just
That's it.
yeah. All right, you can't. You just. I just need one word answer on this one. He asked best wrestler with the last name Funk. You can't think about it. You just got to say a. You just got to say a name. Terry.
Terry.
All right. All right. Garrett Eisenreich. I want you to sign in gold Sharpie. To Garrett, GARRETT. Right, Hall of Fame 2010.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Garrett. All right, next one, just Joseph Cardamon. Joseph Cardamon, just wants your signature. Joseph's in Hollywood, Florida.
Okay.
All right, Javier De La Cruz in Orlando, Florida. To Javi, Havi. I guess it's short for Javier. And put money isn't everything. It's the only thing. Javi, I made a call not to use the green paint pen because I kind of saw how this is looking on here, and the Sharpies are just showing up much better tonight.
It's Hollywood a J.
Oh, he put H. Can we switch the Javi to it's like Javier with a J?
I can make it a J.
Yeah, make it a J. There you go, Javi. Very good. Good eyesight there, Big Steak. All right. This one's for Casey Ray, signed in gold. You put Hall of Fame 2010, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You want to redo it?
Yeah, because
Looks better.
yeah, we'll get you another one.
Yeah, we'll put that one in the back. I think it looks okay, but
What was it again?
We'll let Big Steak take it home.
Hall of Fame 2010,
Okay.
$1 Million Man.
And $1 Million Man.
Yeah, just redo it.
All right, thank you, Casey. All right, just your signature on that one. This one's for Adam Barney. What color have we been sending this in?
That one's blue.
Okay. All right, thank you, Adam. All right, next one's Stephen Hines. Just your signature.
Blue.
You've been doing that in blue. All right, thank you, Stephen. All right, this one's going to be to Michael Moscatello in Rochester, Minnesota. Let's go back to the gold. We put to Michael. It's Michael with A-E-L.
Yep.
Guys, I do apologize. I know there's been a lot of questions. I'm looking at the pacing here, and we're going to have to probably. I'm going to ask some questions, but not all.
Okay.
There we go. All right, this one's for Aaron Williams. I'm going to do a blue, I think. No, black Sharpie. They asked for black. There we go.
Which Aaron? E-R-I-R-A-A.
It's to Aaron, A-A-R-O-N, and asked if you could add your favorite scripture. Aaron said he met you in St. Louis with Harley Race in 2006.
Wow.
All right, thank you, Aaron. All right, next up, we are. We'll go back to gold on this one.
Is there another gold over there?
Yeah, I'll get you a new one.
Kind of getting.
Oh, good
Funky.
cost. Let's throw this one away. There we go. This is. Everyone's got a price.
Who is it to?
He does not want it personalized, but it
Okay.
is for Zach Weiss in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But everyone's
Okay.
got a price. Ted DiBiase.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Zach. All right, this one is going to be made out. He wants it to Mid-Atlantic Money. That is the name he wants. To Mid-Atlantic Money. It's for Ronnie Davalt. Lives in Prince George, Virginia. He said his independent wrestling gimmick was inspired by your character.
That's it. To Mid-Atlantic Money.
Mm-hmm. Mike, I made the call not to use a white pen because I don't think a white pen is going to show up on that background. I want you to get best for you. What?
He went over 25. That's the reason why it's short.
Okay. All right, just signature on these next two from Matt Tenhove. All right, this one here. Matt lives in Hawthorne, New Jersey. Matt is a regular customer to Sign It Live. Thank you, Matt. We appreciate it, and we'll get IRS to sign your piece on Thursday. All right, Vinay Mehta, resident artist. Just your signature.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinay. Happy New Year to you. All right, this one's going to be for Dan Schumach. I want you to write to Dan.
Okay. Anything else? Just
Just your signature.
okay.
All right, thank you so much, Daniel. Now we're on David Wallace in Angier, North Carolina. He'd like you to make it out to David, Jack, and William.
David. Jack. William.
I was going to do it at 8:30.
Oh, okay.
That's all just to them?
Yep.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you. Adam Coffey. Adam Coffey to Adam. Adam wants to know, in your opinion, besides yourself, of course, who is the greatest heel of all time?
There's so many guys. It's almost impossible for me to answer that question in terms of the people that I admire. I mean, I look at it, from a professional aspect. To me, one of the greatest, heels and just all-around wrestlers, a wrestler who could be as serious and have a serious match, wrestling match, like a match you'd see like when I would watch Dory Funk Jr. and Jack Briscoe, for example, wrestle for the world titles. Unbelievable the matches they had. But a guy who could do it all would be Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm. Terry
Terry Funk is, one of my, like an idol. He's like a big
Oh,
brother
yeah,
to me.
he's one of my all-time favorites.
And he is my all-time favorite. He could be the wildest, craziest, all-out heel, or he could be the most technical wrestler you wanted him to be. He could do it all.
And we'll see Terry next Thursday in Amarillo. All right.
Not next Thursday.
Not next week. 2 Thursdays from now.
Next
I'm
Thursday's the Good
looking forward to
Brothers.
it so much. Not 2 Thursdays from now. All right, this one is another probably talent issued WrestleMania 19 jacket. Little like a varsity jacket here. It's got
Yeah.
those leather sleeves.
Got the
And
insignia
then,
on the.
yeah, turn it over one more time. We got the scratch logo, so this is Attitude Era for sure. Also very good condition. This, for someone who's asking, is a size 2X again. We got you pegged as a 2X. There we go.
Yep.
All right, so this is now up for auction. We'll probably let this one run for a little bit. It's 8:30 right now. We'll probably let this go for the next 30 minutes unless we see there's a definitive winner. But starting at $5. All right, this one's just your name. This is for Jason Schultz. Just your signature. All right, Jason, send this to you in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much. Next two are up for Brendan Keane in Collingswood, New Jersey. Just your signature. All right, and this is just your signature as well from Brendan Keane. What was wrong with Ronnie Dayball? That was the $1 million.
No, not that one.
No? All right, thank you, Brandon. All right, Clint Smith, Bloomington, Illinois. I want you to put to Clint. Asked if you had a favorite Chicago memory from your career. He's just outside of Chicago himself.
You know what? Not one that I can think of. I mean, we wrestled in so many different
Right.
places, so many different arenas.
Sometimes
but-
there's New York, Chicago. Sometimes
Yeah.
it just jumps out at you. But. All right, Clint, thank you so much. All right, so this one, this is going to be for Bill Nolan, Horsham, Pennsylvania. You'd like you to write, everyone's got a price. All right, and this one's just your signature, also for Bill, though. Thank you, Bill. All right, we're currently on auction on this WWE Scratch Logo Varsity Jacket, talent issued. We started them at $5. I'm sure someone's got a bid in here by now. This one's going to be, everyone's got a price.
We're up to 150 with Tristan Johnson.
Tristan said, I'm not going to miss out on this one. Got outbid on the windbreaker. Just everyone's got a price.
Just,
Yep.
Okay.
This is for Robin Party in Goose Bay, Canada. All right, there you go, Robin. IRS will complete this on Thursday. All right, next up we have Alex Pinson Smith. Wants million. All right. Wants two Alex. $1 Million Man on the right corner. No. Come on, we'll go left corner. We'll start left corner.
I'm left-handed.
Two Alex.
Okay.
$1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase. He wants the signature on the belt. Now we put it there. Actually, let's just leave this. There's too many confusing things. You're trying to fit details into 25 letters. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Gold on that belt is not going to look good.
No.
So, Alex, I'll redo it for you if you want, if you're here in the comments, but I'm trying to make this look good for you, too. All right, this is for Todd. That's the name he's put on here, Todd. He wants it to be two Todd. Todd lives in Williamsville, New York. So, two Todd.
Two Todd.
Yep.
Okay.
And then just your signature.
while he's doing that, Michael, just let everybody know we have a large amount of items that are
Yeah.
still yet to be signed.
So yeah, if you have not heard your name, do not panic. We have maybe gone through 30%, and that's why you're going to get a lot. If you asked a question, I might be skipping over because I'm trying to pick the pace up a little bit. All right, this one's for Stephen Mogolis. He wants you to write, everyone has a price. All right, thank you, Stephen. We're on Mike Gutierrez. Keep that gold pen out. This is, he wants you to write, to Mike, what's your price? Question mark. Mike comes to us from Santa Rosa, California. He wants you to know that you are one of his all-time favorites.
Thank you. All right, Mike. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Mike. All right, next up, we have Jeff Rayor. Everyone's got a price. I know it's the first time you're going to sign that tonight. Everyone's got a price. Jeff is in Springfield, Massachusetts. If I remember correctly, that is where we invented basketball. All right, Craig O'Connor. Just your signature on this one. Craig is in West Islip, New York. All right, thank you, Craig. All right, it's for Jonathan Eifert. I want you to write to Eli, E-L-I. And write your signature and your favorite Bible verse. And Jonathan Eifert also has picked up 2 spots in Boxmania. He's going to win 2 figures on Saturday. Thank you, Eli, Jonathan. All right, Brian Bailey. This one is Personalization. Everyone's got a price.
Just let everybody know we're sitting at 150 right now with Tristan Johnson.
All right. And on this one, also for Brian Bailey, he just wants you to write money, Ted DiBiase, Money Inc. Very good. Thank you, Brian. All right, this is going to be for Mike Peach. To Mike. M-I-K-E. No explanation needed. Mike just wants to know best manager of all time.
Me. No, Bobby Heenan.
All right, so this one is for Steve Fox. All right. He wants you to write, you're cheaper than Virgil. I guess he means like to Steve, you're cheaper than Virgil.
Does he want it to, Steve?
Yeah, but to Steve,
yeah.
you're cheaper than Virgil.
So, Steve, are you cheaper than Virgil?
All right, and this one is probably made up for his friend Todd. So if you can put to Todd, everyone has a price. right. Thank you so much, Steve Fox. All right. Scott Pace, Charlestown, Indiana. He wants a gold paint pen. Going to go against our suggestion of, green paint pen. He would like for you to write WWE Hall of Fame 2010. Of course, your signature as well. All right, very good. Thank you, Scott. All right, next one, just a signature for Stephen Holder. Stephen Holder in Findlay, Ohio.
All right. Thank you, Stephen.
Let's see. Okay. Let's go back to gold. Everybody has a price. I actually put too rich. I'm sorry, too rich. R-I-C-H. You know that. Hall of Fame 2010. All right, thank you, Rich, in Dumont, New Jersey. All right, next up, this is going to be to Chad. This is for Chad Anderson. To Chad, everyone's got a price. And if he said if you could add Phil 413 on the tail of the dollar sign.
Everybody's got a price.
Yes.
Philippians 4:13. Yeah.
Except we're Jim Stevens. Jim Stevens. To Jim. Everyone's got a price. All right. Thank you, Jim. Bakersville, California. All right. Next up, we have Chris Pantaleo. Put to Chris Pantaleo.
Chris. It's just the whole name.
Author's choice.
Okay.
To Chris.
Hey, Chris is much more personal. Does he want it the whole name?
I know,
on
you're
it?
fine. Ted DiBiase's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I do this all the time. Okay.
It's always your discretion.
Yeah, well,
Power of the pen. All right, this is going to be from Matt Carr. If you could just put, I'm sorry, everyone's got a price.
Matt.
Not to Matt, just everyone's got a price. Matt is from Fresno, California. Thank you, Matt. All right, Matt, thank you so much. We're up on Tim Horvath in Idaho. You can put to Tim and then whatever you want to write. Tim is a retired cop who has purchased 3 of your cameos so far and enjoys them very much.
Wow.
Is Cameo keeping you pretty busy?
Yes.
All right, so go over to Cameo right now and pick up your Ted DiBiase, and he'll do it maybe tonight in the hotel room. Knock it out. All right, Arthur Lowenkamp. This is going to be just everyone's got a price. You ever get that warning on Cameo like it's about to expire, or are you pretty good? You stay on top of it?
Well, I stay on top of it, but I've got 6 days.
Yeah. Arthur Lowenkamp is in Bethany, Oklahoma.
All right.
Thank you, Arthur. All right, next up is Arjan Vilku. Fortunately, you do not need to put out his name. You just need to sign yours.
All right.
Arjan lives in Fairpoint, New York. Thank you, Arjan. All right, next up. This is for Steve Wild in the UK. Just everyone's got a price. Just wanted to say thank you for so many great memories.
Thanks for being a fan. Everybody's got a price.
All right, thank you, Steve. All right, John Paluzzi. John Paluzzi just wants 2 John. John. John is in Sunnyvale, California.
All right.
There you go, John. All right, Jurgen Aspers. Jurgen over in the
All
Netherlands.
right, there's something we have to do for Jurgen.
Okay.
Jurgen has requested that this be in pink.
Pink.
Yep.
Well, do we?
Actually, I'm just kidding. This is a long-going conversation
All right.
between me and Jurgen.
All right, he wants you. This is a good inscription. I like this one. Change it up a little bit. Dribble that ball, Jurgen.
He sent me 4 messages.
That got me to
Sure
laugh.
it wasn't in pink.
Put this over here.
Okay,
Hey, you're in the Highlands, Netherlands.
D-R-I-B-B-L-E.
that's right.
Dribble.
Dribble that ball, Jurgen. Now, see if we put this on with
How
like
do you spell Jurgen?
Jurgen. See, if we would have called this one out first, we would have had all these inscriptions. We had a rush of inscriptions. That's what usually happens. Someone gets a good inscription, and everyone likes to, like, oh, yeah, I'll take that. All right.
That's
Great job, Jurgen.
Not in pink.
Not in pink. All right, Karen Garrison. Just a signature on this one. Karen is in 96, South Carolina. How many other cities can we say are named after a number? 96. That's the name of the city.
Really?
There's
Yep.
only 96 people that live in it.
I bet.
96.
No, we looked it up. Remember that one day when we checked it out?
We-
There's
we
not a
looked-
lot of people. It's like 1,200 square feet.
All right, this one's going to be for Travis Early. If you can just put 2 Travis.
Okay.
If you want to give people a 10-minute warning on the jacket, if you want to show it off one more time.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
We were at 150 with Tristan Johnson, and then we had a William Henry chime in at 155, but William does not have an account created yet.
William.
So we are going to hold Tristan Johnson to this.
So, William, you still have time. Just go to highspotsauctions.com, create an account, and that 155 bid will be valid. All right, just a signature on this one from Matt Bish. So right now, Tristan's at 150, but we do have interest at 155. Just need you to create an account. We're going to put this one on. It's got a 9-minute clock to it. All right, we're going to close this at 9 o'clock. Now, 150 is a steal, so I'm sure there's some people out there that are going to jump in, but you got 9 minutes. All right, this one's going to be for Tim Healy. If you write 210.
Yeah, that sold you for $250, Michael.
The jacket alone,
At the time, sold
Yeah.
for $250.
Ah.
your name's Ted. You're good. So when you keep doing them back to back, you're like, what? Where am I at?
Okay.
All right, there we go. Tim Healy. All right, next up we have for Shawshank Avaru, my favorite name to say.
Ooh, JOD's going to get mad at you.
Well, he's got my favorite, you know. So this is to Shawshank. Like
Oh yeah, I need a little help here.
SHASHANK.
All right.
All right, thank you, Shawshank. All right, next up. This is going to be for Dalton Harris. If you could write to Dalton. You put $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You've got an interesting question. Do you follow AEW at all?
A little bit. Yeah.
You know how they use Arn as a coach and they use Tully as a coach? Have you watched it enough to say who you would make as the best coach for someone at AEW?
I would say to Arn.
Arn's the coach, saying you would be the coach of a wrestler.
If I was a coach.
Yes, if you were a coach. If you were like Arn as a coach, Arn's Cody's coach.
Okay.
Right? And Tully is the Revival's
Yeah.
coach. Who would you be a coach of in AEW? If you even watched it enough.
I
You
don't watch
follow
it enough. I
All
don't
right.
watch it enough.
Tough question if you don't watch. All right.
MJF.
That'd be a good one. MJF would be good. All right, this is a redo for Javi. I don't understand what we're
Because
doing.
it didn't look good, the H and the J mistake
Okay.
Yeah.
from
All right,
earlier.
so this is JAVI. Okay, and this is money isn't everything, it's the only thing.
Dropping everything.
All right, and I'll also send Javi his mistake if you want to, unless you.
Just throw it in the bin.
Yeah, we'll send you both there. All right, Kevin Baker, redo paint pen didn't work, so that means what? We're going to do what?
Do it in
Just redo
silver.
it.
Is that the silver one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Just doing a silver Sharpie instead of a silver paint pen. It didn't stick that
okay.
well.
Well,
Should be
there's
one
no.
in the bin.
Okay.
Should be one in the bin.
Or in the somewhere where it's whatever container.
No, you have to give me a different one. This one's terrible.
All right. Put that one to the side, please.
Yeah. All right. All right. Just sign your name there.
All righty.
All right. Thank you, Carlos. Don't smudge it.
We got a production note for you.
All right. So this is going to be for this one. All right. We'll try this one. This is going to be to Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Top right. This doesn't look any better, guys. I don't think.
It's not sticking. The last one just did that weird spotting that we always have the problem with.
All right. Well, I think this should be a lesson to stop asking for silver, guys.
Yeah. Silver's never lucky here at high spots.
Want to redo?
No, I did twice. You wanted silver. All right. This one's from Michael Stevens. Everyone's got a price.
Did you want a name?
Nope, not on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, this one, as I mentioned, is from Michael Stevens. This one he does want. To Michael, AEL. And he asks to write R.I.P. Sherry in the inscription. First chance we got to talk about her. Just like maybe one memory of working with.
How did she spell it?
S-
SHERRI.
That's right. Just sum up Sherry. You know, I'm sure people have asked you about her before, but
Sherry was. she could be as much of a lady as she wanted to be, but don't take that for granted, because she was as tough as any one of the guys. She was, you know, we got along tremendously. There were times when she would manage me that I would have to back her off. I would say, Sherry, I said, you know, like in terms of jumping up and down and doing what a manager does. I said sometimes less is more, but I'm just saying that's just the energy that she had, you know, as a manager. But you know, she could be she could be a lady, or you know what, she could roll with the best of them. You know, it was one of those. It would be one of those things if like a guy underestimated her and got smart with her. I mean, she was capable of knocking him out. So that was Sherry.
Yep. We just add your signature to it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should, huh? There you go.
Thank you, Michael. All right, just your signature on this one. This one's for Paul Hanley. All right, guys, I know we could do better on this jacket. We're about to close this auction off. I don't even know if I want Ted to sell it for what it's going for, unless it goes up a little more. All right, this one's going to be 2 Barrett, B-A-R-R-E-T-T.
Michael, pause for a second, please.
Okay.
We're having technical issues.
What do we have? Like, are we
Internet
off?
just cut out.
All right.
Just take a break for a second.
Sure. You need a break? You need to go to the restroom or anything?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I think Facebook just crashed.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're
We're
good.
rolling.
We're
All
good.
right, well-
it just completely cut everybody and then came back on.
All right. Well, we just completed Stephen Seals, who wrote 2 Barrett. Thank you so much. And we are trying to wrap things up, but guys, we need to show a little more enthusiasm for the personal items that these guys bring. This varsity jacket, scratch logo, WrestleMania 19. I had to think X1,
Yeah.
X. 19, WrestleMania 19. Varsity jacket.
Yeah,
This is going to look great if he signs it like on the
and
sleeve.
only worn it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign it on the sleeve. It's going to be a fantastic memorabilia piece. Are we still sitting at 150 on that?
Still sitting at
All right,
150.
guys. I don't want to make Ted be the bad guy. I'm not going to ask him to part with it for only 150. So that'd be up to him. But I think that's a little too low. All right, this is for Robert Hosler. Just your signature. All right, thank you, Robert. All right, we're now on Joseph Sanchez. Just your signature. All right, that's for Joseph Sanchez. Thank you. Now, Dwayne Dolly. I'm going to have to cut yours a little down. It's a little too long, so if you could put 2 Dwayne, W-D-W-A-Y-N-E.
Dwayne, okay.
And just put $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. Dwayne's in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Okay, just a signature for Michael Cosentino. All right, because he didn't pay for personalization.
No, it's not. We're still dealing with a massive technical issue.
Do we need to pause again?
I mean, it's it's working on some, but not on all. So if somebody's seeing a delay, just let us know that we're working on it on our end.
All right. Well, we're going to proceed through, assuming people can see it. All right, we're on Tony Aragon. If you can put $1 Million Man
Okay.
on
That-
Ted DiBiase. All right, thank you. Tony in Santa Fe, thank you so much. All right, this one's for Corey Tunstall. He put, Corey, what's your price? Corey. All right, I'm going to have, is Mark Malerba watching, because he has asked for a green or yellow Sharpie, and I don't know if we have a green Sharpie. That might show up. I don't want to do a paint pen because that's not going to look good.
No.
We'll put that to the side. Jonathan Eifert.
What was the name on that one?
Mark Malerba. I'm going to hand it back to you.
Okay.
All right, this one's for Jonathan Eifert. This is the second one. He wants to write 2 ELO, E-L-O.
2.
Yep, 2 ELO, E-L-O. Everyone has a price. All right. Thank you once again, Jonathan. That's the second one you've gotten for someone else. All right, now we're on for Hector Santos, Laredo, Texas. You can put 2 Hector. All right, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Hector's asked a good question. Who was one of your favorite people to ride with on your road trips?
Dick Murdoch.
Dick Murdoch. That's a good one. He probably had a story or two.
Oh gosh. Hey Hector, what was the rest of it? Just to him or
$1 Million Man,
$1 Million Man? Okay.
Ted DiBiase. So we get to pick color? Is that what he said?
Yep.
Okay, great.
So Gerard Butenberg came in at 160 on the jacket.
Okay, thank you, Gerard.
He's asking if you wore it. When did you wear it?
Yeah, I wore it. I mean, right around the time of that WrestleMania, you know, that winter. I did. That's just it. I didn't wear it much. That's why it's still in such good shape.
This will be with blue. This will be 2 Mark, M-A-R-K.
Okay, that is.
Yep, and then just your signature. You said if they made a movie about you, who would play your character?
That's a good one. Who would be me? I mean, me in
Mark?
real life, or if they made a movie
They
about my
had to make a
life?
movie about you, your life. Who's the young actor that's gonna?
No.
See, that'd be a tough one for me because I don't know
Yeah.
anybody's acting names, so I
Yeah,
couldn't.
I don't. You know. Bruce Willis.
All right, this is for Big Bob. He just wants you to write, everyone's got a price. All right, and Gerard is at 160. Any other bids? Any other bids? No?
Nothing right now.
Ted, I rarely get embarrassed. I really do, but I feel like 160 is a little light. So I'm not going to force you to sell it if 160 is too low. I'm going to tell you that.
Come on, you cheapskates. You know what's the deal here? I'll even sign it. You know, wherever you want it.
All right, this is just a straight signature. This is for Michael Moscatelli in Rochester, Minnesota. Guys, you're making me look bad in front of this guy. All right, this is a second one for Dallas. Okay, Dallas is Dallas Eisenreich. I remember because we did it in Dallas, but this one,
Justin Hill at 180.
okay, that's a start. He wants you to write 6/16/93. I'm guessing that might be when you won these belts. like June 16th, 1993, and then Rockford, Illinois. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay. I'm guessing that's when you won the belts. I'm just taking a guess.
Could have been. I don't know. So what's he want me to
He
write?
just wants you to write 6/16/93, Rockford, Illinois.
It says at a house show in Rockford, Illinois.
Okay. So just
And my name.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Six 1693. Rockford, Illinois.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Next up, we have Thomas DeLuna. Everyone's got a price.
All right, so the bids are now going up. Gerard Brutenberg and Justin Hill are going back and forth. We're at Justin Hill at 210.
See, all you had to do was call them cheapskates, Ted, and it worked. Saying I'm embarrassed with the bids didn't work, but you saying the cheapskates, then they realize, yeah, you know what, this is worth more. All right, this guy wants gold paint pens. Ooh. Okay, well, let's switch to a paint pen. Bad idea, Jarrett, but we're gonna do it for you.
What's
Just your signature. All right, there we did it. It looks no different than a Sharpie now, but when it dries, it won't look as good, but we did it. I'm a little bitter, yeah. Sharpie, I'm a Sharpie loyalist. All right, just put Ted DiBiase and then write Money Inc. Clint has said, did you enjoy one era of your career more than the other? Like, was the Mid-South or the WWF at run, was there one that you look back on and you just say I enjoyed more?
My time in the in Mid-South, you know, which is the better part of the first 12 years of my career, I guess was more enjoyable, and that it was a little, it wasn't as fast paced, but in terms of excitement and what have you, even though it was a much faster pace, I would have to say, you know, the WWF when I was there, you know, I mean, wrestling in front of 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium was a pretty big thrill.
I bet it is.
Yeah, me and the Rotunda wrestled Hawk and Animal. Biggest crowd I ever wrestled in front of. Huge. But in all the WrestleManias that I was in, they were all great. So, yeah, but the first two I was in were both in that little building that Donald Trump owns, where they used to have the Miss America pageant in Atlantic City.
Yep.
You know, so WrestleMania 4 and 5, you know, no big, but then 6, 7, 8, and that they just got
Right.
bigger and bigger.
It's just weird they went from 3 in Detroit all the way to the smaller, but all right, so this one he put, it's a good personalization. Adrian Calderon, Denver, Colorado. He put, I'm rich, you're not, ha ha ha. All right, I think Dribble's still my favorite, but this slides into number 2 for my favorite personalization for the night. All right, let's get back to that lime green paint pen there. This one's for Kevin James, just your signature. Kevin out there in Berwyn, Illinois. There we go. Keep that pen open. This next one's for Gareth Davey over there in the UK. Just your signature. right, now we're on Calvin Delp. Sorry, D-E-L-P, but just your signature.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Calvin. Eric Theory, you're up on with the Chase Funko, just your signature. All right, James Sorensen, you're up next. Jeremy Hinyeb, Chase Funko for you. All right, Richard Wellington. Robert Elwell. We're on Larry Medeiros, there in Toronto, Canada. Lance Dorr. Billy O'Donnell.
He's got a picture with it.
He also has a picture. You can sign that in gold. Keep that gold out. I'll have you do this one. It's, everyone has a price. This is for James Thompson out there in the UK. All right, he also picked up a Funko. Brandon Peglow, Evelyn, Minnesota. James Sorensen. Robert Sustata wants to know, whose idea was it for you to sing the entrance song? The Money, 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 where everyone's got a price?
Actually, it was Vince, but I didn't really sing. You know, it was more like me just talking. But it was Vince's idea, and it was Jimmy Hart's the one that created a lot of that music. You know, he created that whole tune. You know, I mean, I don't know. If
Yeah, no, I didn't know
that.
it was James Johnson the other. What was the other guy that was involved around that time? Johnson. He did some. I know Jimmy did some, and then the Johnson guy did some.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Who's this?
This is personalization. Everyone's got a price. All right, we're getting up to the turnbuckles now. All right.
The main event's the bells.
All right, we're getting to the turnbuckles, our favorite part. One more chase here is for William Scott. All right, Ted, since you're left-handed, I'm going to let you have the bottom of the turnbuckle pad,
Okay.
because we all know you
Yeah.
just, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the danger of being left-handed. But we're going to switch to the, no, we said gold, right?
Gold paint pen. Yeah.
So,
But if you
You
want to
need
have
to
him
test.
test on that first,
now these are a little tougher to sign than most. So if you want to give it a try, there you got to go a little more slow than on a flat. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So right here, we're gonna do Ted on the bottom because he's a lefty. We'll do IRS on the top.
and let people know we are having him sign Erwin Arsheister on that.
Yes, Erwin Arsheister, not IRS. You're gonna get the
So
full.
just-
So you sign Ted DiBiase, not
Yeah.
Erwin Arsheister.
Signature and
That's
my thing,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
What's that?
Very good. You're a pro. All right, and then
There's that.
Frank Ferraro, you're up. All right, I'm just gonna squeeze in a Funko here with the green. This is also for Frank. All right, Jose Espinoza. This is going to be for, hold on those, please.
Yep.
I'm gonna switch that gold. Oh, no, I'm sorry, to the. All right, we'll go with the gold Sharpie, which is here, and he wants, these are going to be both for Jose. He wants 2 Jose, everyone's got a price. All right, same inscription on this. Thank you, Jose, for picking up the turnbuckle, the Funko, and 2 pictures. We appreciate your support tonight. All right, thank you again, Jose. All right, rapid turnbuckles in a row. David Vincent, this one's yours. Yep, right there.
Got it.
Good hands. Not bad for an offensive lineman. All right, any movement on this varsity jacket? What do
We're
we-
at 230 right now with Justin W. Hill.
Justin Hill, 230. David Vincent, you want me to put that on 30-second
How
clock?
about a nice round 250? Let's get there.
Yeah, I think 250 is about where it
Yeah.
probably needs to end up.
Yeah.
We'll put it on 30-second clock. Everybody join in. Varsity jackets at 2:30. Marshall Sherman, this one's for you. All right, Marshall, thank you. All right, Lauren Bruffy.
And you get a separate command to see the jacket.
Okay.
Short enough in your point.
Like to see the jacket. This is a varsity jacket, so it's made just like your Letterman's jacket. And embroidered on the back is WrestleMania 19 WWE scratch logo. Everything here is fully embroidered. Scratch logos fully embroidered. It's not a heat on at all. It's fully embroidered. Finished off on the sleeves like most varsity jackets. This is a double extra large. These things, we've had these in before, and when you sign right here on the sleeve, it just looks amazing. So this is going to be a great framing piece for anybody who picks it up. Okay, back lock up? 'Cause that's a familiar sound to me.
No, I got a cramp in my
You need
leg.
some space? I do the back one, not the leg, but I've been there. I feel that all the time.
I've been sitting for a while.
The masseuse is coming up. You stand up? You want to move
Yeah,
around a little
stand
bit?
up for a second.
This is his urge to get to 250.
Fans,
On
you
the
got to
varsity
remember,
jacket.
I'm going to tell you something. Everybody's got a price, but the one thing that even the $1 million man can't buy is time. And this getting old ain't for sissies, I'm going to tell you that. Oh.
Well, a
Golly,
cramp can hit you at any age. That's, that's a...
Oh, it got me. I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Yeah? All
I'm
right,
good.
that's a quick recovery. All right. This is Scion Maddox. This one's for you.
Chris Barron got us up to 240.
Guys, you listen, we've been
$10
begging you to get to
Come on.
250. The winner has to get to 250. All right. Scion, thank you. All right, this one is for Charlie Arena.
I like these here.
Ever seen yourself on a turnbuckle pad before? It's got to be a first, right?
It is first.
High Spot's original. 45 minutes of printing time.
Wow.
Dwayne Dolly. I know you had a picture earlier, but thanks for picking up this turnbuckle. And I think, is this the first one we've done on a green sparkle?
Yes.
So the only turnbuckle that we've ever sold with green sparkle. This is $12 a yard, guys. This is not the cheap stuff. This is like high-end vinyls.
And go ahead and excite people on this. We are using a gold version of this for Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, wow. We're up for Charles Watts right now. This is Charles being signed right now.
All right.
I think he signed with Charlie Brown.
All right. Adrian Gallen. You're getting better with the paint pen in this. This is tough, guys. He's whipping these out like it's nothing, but this is tough to make a good signature on. So, all right, Derek Walters, signing yours now. Thank you, Derek. All right, Corey Vallow, you're up. Stephen Harlan in Belfast. This one's for you.
Belfast, what?
Ireland.
Ireland. All right.
Eric Farrell. Guys, we're wrapping up here. We got a couple more turnbuckles, and then the very few people who are fortunate to get one of those belts. Tristan Johnson. Lauren Bruffy.
250 Justin Hill.
There we go. It took forever.
All right.
Thank you, Justin. That's the first bid I'm going to really acknowledge. It's at 250. Now, we're on a 30-second clock. Anybody else want to top Justin Hill? We're going to close it as soon as we finish off these turnbuckles here, which is coming up quick. All right, we are now signing Bridget Benedictas in Louisville, Kentucky. That's a new name, Bridget. Thank you very much for joining us. Alan Sambrook. This one's for you.
Look up Eric Farrell's account. He had 2 instead of 1.
That's what.
That's where it's
That's
at.
the one.
Did Eric catch that or we catch that?
Eric caught that.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Is this the second one for Eric?
260.
Well, no, I even wrote it on the.
All right,
I even
that's
had
fine.
it on the thing. I just didn't even read my own note.
That's all right. Eric caught it. Thank you, Eric.
265 Justin Hill.
There we go.
And to make this a little bit better, we'll do the same thing that we did with Heath. I will, whoever wins this, because we'll have to do this off air, I will go through Facebook Messenger and FaceTime you, and you can say hey to Ted directly while he signs the jacket for you.
Josh Watko. And guys, as we're wrapping up here, remember, Ted's got a cameo account. Go get your cameos from Ted DiBiase. I bet those are really good. You probably have a pretty high rating. Justin
Not
Mai.
$270 Chris Barron.
Oh yeah, now
Now we're getting there.
now you're watching on Facebook. All the people are interested again, huh? All right, so are these the last of them?
No.
You got-
Yeah, that's the. We have 5 title belts to sign.
No, but I'm saying the last
Yeah,
of the
turnbuckles,
turnbuckles.
yeah,
All right, I'm gonna do the since he's got the pen in his hand. I'm gonna come back to Wayne Jewett. I know you've got some pictures here. I'm gonna just do the turnbuckle and then he's in a rhythm on this one, so I don't want to mess it up. Leave that here. And last, no, not last, but next to last turnbuckle sign for Daniel Rayleigh. Just leave the next 3 right here. Just leave them. That way we can keep them correct. And then last turnbuckle sign for Eric Theory. That is the last one, right? The last turnbuckle? All right. Then we can put that pen away. All right, so now let's finish these things up. All right, let's see. This one, we can put that one away. No more paint pen, hopefully. I actually need it for the belt, right? All right,
Yep.
so this one we'll do with blue. These are all just signatures, real easy. That one's in blue. Wayne Jewett, these are all for you. Let's switch to gold Sharpie on these next ones. I think, was that Wayne Jewett? Is that right?
That's what you said.
Yeah, Wayne Jewett, I think you have the record for most items in the order. Thank you. Still for Wayne. Wayne is your biggest fan officially tonight.
Thank you, Wayne.
Franklin, Vermont, Wayne Jewett. Must be snowing right now, right? It always snows in Vermont. All right. So Wayne is done. That's all Wayne. You can take him. Leave that one here now. Daniel Rayleigh, we're finishing yours up here. Just a signature. Pairing it back with your turnbuckle. Thank you, Daniel. And then Eric Theory. Just your signature. All right, guys, we're ready for the main event. We got those, is it 4 belts?
5.
Stop for a minute.
Five
Everybody needs to hold on for
All
1
right.
minute.
Well,
We're having a small technical delay.
We had a fan ask if he could hit his signature laugh.
we'll close up the shop with that. All right, so what did we decide we were going to do as a as a signature on this? Are we going to
So
sign
we
the
actually
gold?
had him sign my belt earlier as a test, right on the front, and it looked great.
Okay.
With the
In the green paint pen.
Green, the lime or the other one?
We did the dark one.
The dark one?
Yeah, we did the dark one for the belt.
Okay. Should we unclasp this, or what are we doing? Does this one have a clasp?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the dollar sign in the middle.
Oh, I see.
See the yep.
You've handled one or two of these, I guess, in your time, huh? So, guys, just so you know, these have been refurbished. We had these. We basically rebuilt it. There we go. Oh, now we're gonna have to put it back together.
Oh.
That's why we had these refurbished, because we had to like individually go back and attach these pieces. So no worries. That's what Josh did all weekend. This is for Daniel Souza. This is just your signature.
Yeah.
Yep. No room for anything else.
Let that ride.
Yeah.
Here's a.
Daniel will have to get a repair job on the. This one. This one is signed for Justin Hill, who I think is the current high bidder on the jacket, right? Justin Hill?
Huh? Yes, Justin Hill. Yes, sorry, we're no. Chris Barron is at 270.
Okay. Justin Hill.
Michael, I need you to stall for time for a second.
Okay.
When we had that technical glitch, some went missing.
Okay. And Thomas Cito. Let's do that. Turn it around. All right. Thank you, Thomas. Two more belts, right?
Yep, the one on the table and this one.
All right. Brian Santoro. Brian just wanted to put out some positive vibes. Huge fan of yours and everything that you've done in wrestling.
Thank you very much, brother.
And our last belt, but maybe not last item.
Thank you.
Okay. So there was a couple of people that came to our attention that said that they did not see their information at all.
Okay.
But we are attempting to go through this.
Clint Hale. Thank you. All right. And still looking for some of this stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna have a few.
All right, so we are hunting a few people that apparently we did not print.
So the issue was when our computer glitched, when everything froze. How our system is set up here is we use Wi-Fi to print out, and it's lost in the signal somewhere.
Okay.
So you do have some, but we don't have all of them for some reason. So that's what we're checking on.
But we know we did all the belts because
We
they're
did all
on.
the belts, we did all the items.
Every item would have, except for maybe a flat, is what we're saying?
Yeah, there's a couple of promos that are just signed promos that we're trying to get figured out.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we close up, and then you can find those, and we'll give Ted some time, and if
Yep.
we find them, we'll do a little bonus segment, and he'll just sign them real quick.
Did you
as we
close
get
out
together.
Chris Barron at 270?
No, we got to do that. So
Yeah,
Chris
let's go.
Barron's at 270. Let's do this. 270. Chris, and then you'll tell us how you want it done, and we'll Facebook message you so you could give us all your instructions after you pay. 30 seconds. No, let's do 10. 10 seconds. 270.
270 Chris Barron.
270 Chris Barron. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll let a few seconds for the delay. one comes in. Otherwise, Chris Barron, you're the winner. And Ted, we'll do our formal sign-off now. I want to thank you for coming in on a
Thanks for having me.
very early flight.
Oh, yeah.
And where you live, there are no directs, I don't think, unless you're going to Atlanta.
No.
So we appreciate it, and thank you so much for promoting on social media. We always ask the guests to do that, help out the cause, but you went above and beyond.
Well, you guys have been great.
Well,
So
we
thank you.
appreciate you coming here.
Again, thank all the fans. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have a job.
And I want to apologize to, I know a lot of questions were asked in there, but as you can see, we're 2.5 hours close to it, and I like to do these for about 2 hours long, so we had to cut some of the questions. I do apologize, but that's just because Ted's so popular, and we appreciate everybody that made our first Sign It Live of 2021 a tremendous success. I want everybody to join us on Thursday with your Money Inc. tag team partner, IRS. He'll be in the house. Finish up all those promos that had both of them on it. But for now, for tonight, we're going to come back on and we'll sign a few if we clean this up. But thanks again, Ted. Once again,
My pleasure, Mike.
Pleasure. Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for participating tonight in Sign It Live.